Hi guys, in this episode of ReadyK, I am really excited to once again be reacting to some ITZY songs. The songs in this case are going to be the two most recent Japanese music videos that they've released, those being Ringo and Sugar-holic. And I'm gonna be honest, after my experience with their most recent Korean releases, with the three music videos for Bet On Me, Cake and None of My Business, I really hope that I end up liking at least one of these two songs. Because I want at least one good song out of this batch of ITZY songs. Because I really didn't like those three Korean songs whatsoever. And there's kind of a precedent for me to enjoy ITZY's Japanese tracks more than their Korean ones in recent times. Same thing happened with Stray Kids, if I gotta be honest. I enjoyed songs like The Sound and Social Path much more than their Korean releases in the past, I'd say 2 years. So it seems to be kind of a pattern or trend or whatever you want to call it. So I'm really hoping that at least Ringo or Sugar-holic, I'm mostly leaning towards Ringo, is going to be a really good song that is actually going to appeal to my taste and it's going to be very enjoyable. Because last time I reacted to a bunch of ITZY songs, the Japanese songs were definitely better. I mean, I think there was two, it was either one or two. I definitely remember the one that goes, whose name is blah blah blah. I really did enjoy that one quite a lot. And there was also the English song Boys Like You, which I really enjoyed. I think that one was also released around the same time. But I did like that one quite a lot as well. But the Korean ones were definitely weaker. I still ended up liking them, like Sneakers and Cheshire was still good. But they were definitely weaker. So hopefully these two are going to be good. But there's only one way to find out. Before we do though, I do want to quickly remind you that I would really appreciate it if you guys could help me out with my transition by donating to my Patreon, my Coffee account or my PayPal, because for those who didn't know, I am trans. And by doing so, you also get access to the ability to demand me to do K-pop reactions, be it to a specific music video, a specific album, or potentially even a whole artist's discography. If you don't want to do that though, if you don't want to spend any money, you can also recommend stuff down in the comments below, things that you might find interesting, that you might want me to check out. But if you want me to really react to those, the only sure way to make me react to it is by going through my Patreon and Coffee account. Commenting in the comments is just suggestions at best. And it might mean that I'm going to add it onto my schedule, that I'm going to react to it at some point in the future, but when? I don't know, because I have 50 folders of music videos and albums that I want to react to, and it probably means that I'm not gonna get to what you want me to react to anytime soon, because there's constant stream of new releases as well. So yeah, it takes me a while to just clean one folder, let alone 50. I don't know if I'll ever manage to clean up my schedule like that, but yeah, I don't know, I'm getting sidetracked. The point is, if you want me to react to stuff, you either gotta pay for it or hope that I'm really interested to check it out. Or be patient, that's also an option. But anyway, let's actually get into what you're here for, which is my reaction to ITZY's Ringo and Sugar-holic. So let's start it off with Ringo in 3, 2, 1. The hell? Isn't that Snow White? What? Yeah, it is Snow White. That's not Snow White. That's very different from Snow White. I'm definitely having much better vibes about this compared to the Korean tracks. Why do the Japanese songs of both Stray Kids and ITZY have a much better grasp of what I like about them musically, man? Like, their Japanese tracks are just objectively better in the last couple of years than their Korean stuff. Like, this is so much more interesting and cool than what they did for their Korean comeback. I really like some parts of this song, man. This is really enjoyable. It's so much more enjoyable than the Korean tracks. I don't know who is writing their Japanese tracks, theirs and Stray Kids, but let them do the Korean stuff, please. Because this is so much better. There's some really cool shots in this music video though. I think I'll have a decently hard time picking out a thumbnail. Oh, this is such a fun song, I really like it. I'm definitely listening to this one a second time. Like, this genuinely reminds me of one of my favorite ITZY songs. Like, if this was a Korean song, I would have said that this is another step in their musical evolution. Because it definitely feels like one of those songs which feel like whenever like Stray Kids or ITZY like review some really different and banging track, it definitely feels like that, but for ITZY. It feels new and refreshing, and yet it feels so ITZY. You know? Why do the Japanese fucking crew that is working on their music have a better grasp? Why are the Japanese songs better? I don't get it. Like, I'm not even like trying to make it like that. Like, I'm not forcing myself to feel like this. This is genuinely how I feel. That's been the case for both Stray Kids and ITZY. Like, for Stray Kids, I loved the sound. It was the first song of Stray Kids since before Maniac that I really liked, without any caveats. I was blown away by how good it was. And most recently, I liked fucking Social Path a lot, which was again a Japanese track. And yeah, the most recent comeback of their most recent Korean comeback, I did actually end up enjoying the most in a long time. Same for the album. But that doesn't change the fact that I still think those Japanese tracks are better and more in line with the music that I like for Stray Kids. And it seems like it's the same for ITZY, because we had Voltage a while ago. I like that one quite a lot. There was Blah Blah Blah. I like that quite a lot. And there's this one now, and I like this one quite a lot. Like, I really enjoy it. It's really fun. It feels in line with ITZY's sound, and it just feels like refreshing and interesting and playful and entertaining. It's fun, and I like it, man. I really do. I'm glad that I got at least one song out of these that is genuinely really entertaining. And I just want to really listen to it once again. So without further ado, let's get into it again in 3, 2, 1. Like right off the bat, you can feel that this is gonna be a fun song. I love that. I love how fun this song is, man. I'm definitely gonna be listening to this song a lot, man. It's really one of those hard-hitting and really catchy and playful songs that I really like. It does remind me in that regard of Stray Kids, but that's fine. That's fine. I also love how fun the choreo is as well. Also, this one seems like a very long song. It feels long, and I love that. This chorus is really fun, man. This is probably one of their most fun songs ever. I really, really like it. Honestly, compared to my experience with their other songs that I've checked out in this recording session today, this is gonna straight up get a 10 out of 10 for me. Just because of how much I love it compared to their other songs. Like, they're not bad, at least, I mean, Cake is kind of bad. But the other two weren't that bad, but this one is really fun and really good. If I have to be a little bit more accurate about the rating, it's closer to a 9.4 out of 10 in terms of its actual quality, but I'm still gonna stick with a 10 out of 10 because it's very impactful, very fun, and just like hits the spot, man. That's the only thing I can ultimately say about it. It just hits the spot. I really like it. It's what I expect to hear when I listen to ITZY, not whatever they were doing with those other songs. Again, I'm not trying to say that groups can't experiment and like play with their sounds and do different things, but I just want at least one song once in a while, at least one song each comeback, whether it's a title track or a B-side or whatever. I don't care. I just want one song that still hits that spot for me, you know? That's why I feel perfectly satisfied with the Japanese releases of ITZY and Stray Kids, because it's at least one song once in a while that is really, really exactly the kind of sound and song that I want from them. Even if their Korean stuff are hit or miss, at least the Japanese ones hit every time, and I love that about it. So yeah, I definitely feel much less pressure towards the next song that I'm going to be checking out, which is Sugar-holic, because I wasn't even originally planning to react to it. I just saw that there was a music video for it as well, so I decided to check it out, and it doesn't seem like it's going to be in the same vein as Ringo, but it's a music video, and I'm going to check it out, whether it's good or not. I've gotten my quota, is basically what I'm trying to say. I don't care about whether the next song is going to be good or bad. I've gotten my one really, really good song from ITZY, and that's fine. I'm satisfied. So, without further ado, let's get into the next song, Sugar-holic, and see how that one's going to turn out in 3, 2, 1. You know, it would be a really fun surprise if this turns out to be in English. God, they look so good. Why are their outfits always so on point? Oh man, remember Walkmans? That's a Walkman, right? It is! It fucking is! Dude, that brings me back to my fucking childhood. I used to love listening to music on Walkmans, man. That is so good. I don't know if that's the word for those devices in English, but I think that's what they were called. Yeah, it is a Walkman! Hell yeah! I honestly kind of gotta get my hands on one, just for nostalgia purposes. Yeah, this is definitely not as good as Ringo, but it still weirdly feels more proper and more ITZY than the Korean stuff. I can't describe it really. Okay. Okay. So, I'm assuming that this song is a B-side to Ringo, maybe? I don't know. Because it doesn't feel quite as like a proper comeback release. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. But that's kind of how it feels. And honestly, that's kind of the quality of the song. It feels like a pretty good B-side. Like, it's not my style, so I still wouldn't really listen to it much. But it's honestly fine. Like, it's really, really fine. I can't really describe what it is about this song and Ringo that works, that doesn't work for Better Me, Cake, and None of My Business. I really wish to know. If somebody can fucking point it out to me, that would be great. Because there's just something that just doesn't jive with me when it comes to those songs, but it does for those. I don't know, maybe it's different people working on these songs and one has a better grasp on the kind of music from ITZY that I like. But it's just like, even this song, which is like more mellow and slow, like None of My Business and somewhat Better Me, like, it still feels more proper, it feels more like how it should be than those songs. Like, I can't describe it. It's the only thing I can say is that it's the same experience that I've had with Stray Kids music since Maniac. Those songs are not bad that they've released since then. Hell, I've ended up enjoying a lot of them. But there's just something about them that just doesn't quite feel right. It doesn't quite feel like Stray Kids. The most recent comeback has finally kind of felt like that, but still most of the actual Stray Kids feeling like songs has been the Japanese releases as well, like The Sound and Social Path. I don't know what it is. I want to know, but I don't know. But yeah, I like this. I still don't necessarily see myself listening to this one much, but I can acknowledge that it's a really, really good song for what it is. Like, it's a mellow, melancholic song. It's not particularly interesting, but it's fine. Like, it's soft and adorable, and it's very enjoyable to listen to, especially with the music video. And I also really like the Walkman reference. It definitely gave me some nostalgia to my childhood, because like I said, I used to love listening to music on my Walkman when I was a kid. It was one of my favorite things to do, man. I was an audiophile since I was very, very young, I guess. Because I remember, and in a way, I feel like because of that, I was always meant to be a YouTuber at the end of the day. Because I remember from when I was a kid, some of my earliest memories are listening to music on like a Walkman. Then I love listening to a radio which could play both cassettes and DVDs. That was one of my favorite things to do, just listening to music. And also recording myself whenever we actually started having devices that could do that. Like, I don't remember whether the Walkmans could do that or not. I think there was a way, maybe. I don't know, I don't remember. But I remember one of my first phones was like a Sony Ericsson, which I could actually record myself on. And I love doing that shit. I've always loved recording myself, and I have honestly a pretty big library of really cool, well, not really, really cool, but footage of me throughout my childhood and mainly teenage years, should I say, of me doing dumb stuff and just recording myself. So I've always loved doing that. So this song kind of reminded me of all of that that I did growing up. I'm sorry I got sidetracked, but I just want to kind of bring it up. So yeah, this song gets a big pass from me. Last song was a 10 out of 10. This one, honestly, solid 9. I do like it a lot. I like the vibe. I like the feelings that it gave me. And I like the nostalgia that it gave me. So it gets a pass. And it's better than the Korean tracks. So it gets a double pass. But yeah, I am really curious though, what do you guys think about these two songs? Did you enjoy them more than the Korean tracks, just like me? Why? Can you tell me why do I feel like that? Maybe you feel like that as well. I really want to have a discussion about this, so comment us down below and let's have that discussion. And also, before we end this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently 2 patrons on Patreon, Deadpool and Corby Dead. Thank you guys for your support, I really appreciate it, it really means a lot to me. You have decided to support me, you continue to support me for such a long time. I hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. Thank you very much. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like, subscribe. Also, check out the description to my Wattpad, where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you don't enjoy my stories, or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon, or my Ko-fi account, or my PayPal, where you can pledge support and help get the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do any of that, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think that's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!